Alright, today gonna be bleeding the brakes on a 6th generation Monte Carlo, which is 2000 and 2005. What you gonna need? Let's see, jack stands, brake bleeder. I got the Mighty Vac MV 8000. Got it from eBay for like 20 bucks. Used. Seems like it still works. Jack stands, gonna need that. Crossbar. Fresh brake fluid. Pretty much following a sequence that you gotta do for these is you gotta do the rear right first, then the driver left, then rear driver side, and then the front right. I don't got the paper in front of me, but I'll correct it if I'm wrong. So pretty much got the car jacked up, got an e-brake, got a brake in front of the front tire up there, so don't roll on me. About to put jack stand on, about to start doing this. Oh yeah, and you might need like an 8mm or a 10mm flare wrench to get to the bleeder screw. This is a vacuum method. There's different ways, but I'm using the vacuum method. It seems the easiest for me, so alright. Did a small test on the Mighty Vac when I first got it. Keep in mind it's used. So what you gotta do, you got the different lengths of holes here. You got your different adapters. I'll do that one. That was in the box. That goes there. Alright, so what you do pretty much, this is your where the old brake fluid goes. You gotta take this right here. Let's see if I can do this. Only got one hand. Nope, hard to do. So pretty much put the cap on here, like so. Bam. Put the cap on that like so. Then get your hose. You attach it to one end. Get your hose attached to one end on here. Attach it like that. And since it's vacuum, you gotta make sure everything's as tight as possible. And the other end of this clear hose you attach to your hand pump here, like so. Quick side note, I'm out here working on a car. Possum just ran up on me. It's going down, scared the hell out of me. Yeah, that possum just ran up on me. See if I zoom up on it. I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of blurry. But yeah, you can see the tail at least, but he just ran up on me, scared the hell out of me. Alright, back to work. Alright, so I gotta keep my eye open because that possum ain't leaving. It's like down there by the black gray Buick. I ain't trying to get bit, so I gotta keep my eyes open. But pretty much, I tested it out by put my thumb or finger over this end and pumping, make sure it held vacuum. I can't do that with two hands, but that's what I did. So, doing right here, I got one end of this clear hose into the brake reservoir. You're gonna get the old dirty fluid out of there. It should suck it up, go in here. And this hose is for vacuum, but it should suck it up out the reservoir and then here. So I'll try to do that. Yep, there you go. You see it doing this thing. See that old dirty fluid? You gotta keep an eye on it too, because you don't want it to get too filled. So. but pretty much that's what you do to get the old fluid out of there. Finally got that possum to move. And it's off good. Alright, so once you get all of the fluid out the reservoir, you fill it up with some clean brake fluid. As you can see, it takes .3. I got .3 synthetic high temperature. It's the only big bottle they had at Walmart. But fill it up to the tippy top, because trust me, you're gonna need to. So finally got rid of that possum. It ran off, so I feel better. Also, yeah, it's good to do this every once in a while. You see how dirty that is. You know how clear brake fluid gets. You can actually see like little, can you focus? See like little contaminants in there. Like little black specks of whatever floating in there. You can see it in the bottle. So also, nice to have a rag handy in case you spill brake fluid. Don't want to get on the paint of your car, because it can mess the paint up. So make sure you have a rag handy. Alright, so here I got a 10mm flare nut wrench on the bleeder screw. I gotta use my smallest holes because we want airtight seal because it's vacuum. And I got the one hose that's attached to the cup. This bad boy right here closes off the vacuum on the other end because it was 3 inches to that. So I hope that works. Now right now, like, maybe that's not supposed to happen. Hold on a second. Alright, I got fluid coming in the wrong end of the hose, but try to keep the cup straight like that. Right now, I'm not getting really much vacuum because there's a leak somewhere. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack that thing. Might have to put some grease around the bleeder screw. This way to get rid of any type of air bubbles. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, it took a while, but I got it. But after a while, you gotta make sure you put a lot of grease at the base of this bleeder screw. Let's see if I can focus a little bit better. Yeah, and then you crack the bleeder screw open a little bit and start pumping. You want to make sure you get like a nice stream, no air bubbles. If you get air bubbles, most likely it's coming from somewhere around the base of here, so you want to put some grease around. This is just lithium grease. I'll wipe it off when I'm done. But right now the bleeder screw is closed because I had to make sure the reservoir was full. So as you see, reservoir is full to the top. I want to close that, just make sure nothing gets in there. I ain't tightened it, I just closed it. And then I'm gonna crack the screw back open because the thing's full. And as you can see, pumps the vacuum's holding, and the reservoir's just dripping in there. Now if you want to speed things up, you can always open a little wider. And that goes a bit faster, as you can see. You want to keep going until you see clear fluid in your line. What was that? I guess it's dripping in there. But keep going until you see clear fluid in your line. Make sure you check your reservoir every now and then. You don't want to get dry, otherwise you're just going to get air again. Go ahead and start process all over again. But make sure you got that grease, no air bubbles, and the reservoir is steadily filling up. I'm going to open it a little bit more. And you might have to close it because it's not a lot of fluid this thing can hold. So I'll close it and check the reservoir real quick. It went down some because I had to fill it to the tippy top, but it went down some. I'll give it a little bit more, then I'll fill it back up. Everybody's all jogging. You see like a tiny air bubble, I'll let that slide, but you don't want no big bubbles, otherwise you gotta start all over again. So I'll crack the screw back open. You see it just filling up. Remember, keep going till you see that clear fluid in there. You want to try to keep this around 10-15, between 10 and 15 psi. So it's down at 10 right now. So pump it back up. Crack that baby back open. Open a little bit wider. Trying to get this fluid as clear as possible. I'll close it. It is cleaner than what it started, but pretty much that's what you do to all four. I'll post the sequence in the video description link, whatnot, but this is just the first one. Pretty much you do the same thing for all of them. And like it's like a yellowish. I'm gonna pour a little bit of fluid out of the bottle, see how clear that came, because I want it to be clear as possible. So, alright.